What is going on, everyone?
Hello, hello.
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy.
Trilogy.
This is gonna be a long one.
It is, from what you've told me.
Yeah, because I mean,
like multiple hours.
Many multiple hours. This is the first three Phoenix Wright games in one. So first we're into Ace Attorney, obviously, and then eventually we'll be doing Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations. Each of these will probably, usually it takes around 16 hours to beat one game for most people. With us, it's probably getting out of being like 20 because we're stupid, and that's just how it goes.
Excuse me.
I might have you over there with a friggin' walkthrough to guide me just in case things go wrong, because things can go wrong.
Like with Resident Evil.
Yeah, listen, let's not talk about that. All right, so this is gonna be a bunch of voice acting, a bunch of fun, a bunch of murder, a bunch of mystery,
a bunch of murder mystery.
You right.
Oh gosh.
And so, without further ado, let's just hit the go button on this
and probably fail and
experience this for aside from the anime and like a few snippets of people like Cry playing it. We didn't even finish
watching the anime though.
No, we watched because they split the first season up into various parts. We watched the first part, and we didn't kick it when it decided to start the rest of the first season.
Dude.
All right, episode 1, the first turnabout. This is the quickest one because it's almost like a tutorial of sorts. But let's get in, play the first turnabout.
We watched the anime like a couple of years ago.
It was when it first came out.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh boy. That was the gasp.
I figured. Oh yeah, the statue.
She did.
Ooh, yeesh.
Those nails, though. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this.
Damien?
I'm just trying to think of I've got to be more... I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. That Mulder, you should probably get that thing checked out. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
So professional.
Boy, am I nervous.
No, Phoenix. Right!
How did I... Oh, hiya, Chief.
Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I am impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over!
Oh, jeez.
My life, everything, it's all over!
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah.
Nick!
Oh, yeah, him.
Hey there, Larry.
Frickin' Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the dead sentence, I ain't afraid to die!
What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
Jesus Christ.
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you.
Bum, bum, bum.
My name is Phoenix Wright.
Hello.
Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one.
Is it though?
A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school.
Such an unfortunate last name.
Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. I'm gonna live my life by that. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart.
Or is
That
he?
and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name.
How noble.
And that's just what I'm going to do.
Da 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 da.
I'm Hero Phoenix, August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You want to go ahead and be the judge so you get a few extra voices in here?
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz.
Yeah.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Careful of your voice now.
Ah, fuck it, I'm winging it. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor.
That face.
Hands shaking. Eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Larry Butz.
Phoenix Wright.
That'd be awkward.
Yeah.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. I was like, I don't remember. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No, wait. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay?
Even though I'm on a controller.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Let me go ahead and check that, hey, attorney's badge. No one would believe I was defense attorney if I didn't carry this.
Cindy.
All right. Cindy's autopsy report. Cinder block? Cindy Stone.
Yes, a cinder block was murdered.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
I mean, that I know. I mean, I'll go back in here. Blood loss due to blunt trauma.
Yeah.
Even though I kind of figured as much. Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
God, your voice is annoying. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. The thinker. It's rather heavy. I would hope so.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court.
Understood, milady.
Use tab to check the court record frequently.
You mean right bumper, but okay. Thank you for breaking the fourth wall.
Mr. Payne,
Yes.
the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Oh, wait, that's me.
Oh, whoops.
Chief, what do I do now? I had a weird out-of-body experience.
Phoenix, I can read your mind. Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready.
On it.
Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Oh, God. Hey, that twitch!
Ahem. Mr. Butz, Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't
yes,
they all die?
did.
It wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you described is what we generally mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, your victim's passport.
Someone's in denial.
According to this, she was a person to the day before she died.
See, the victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder.
Paris.
Understood.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude. No way. The victim was a model but didn't have a large income. It appears that she had several quote-unquote sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took the money and used it to support a lifestyle. Dude. We could clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering?
Yep.
Please, dear God. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof!
It is.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog.
Ooh.
I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. He's a
Oh,
dumbass.
boy. This is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
What is that?
Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Oh, he went.
That was very vague.
What do I? Oh God! I almost said I just get. Oh jeez. I mean, he should answer honestly.
Answer honestly?
Answer on. Right? I feel like. I don't know. Is it telling me to stop him from answering? But
No, have him answer honestly, I would think.
Yeah, I
'cause,
think
like,
that's
that
the
would
right
help
thing to do.
support him why he was there, not to kill her, but to other things.
yeah,
I know. I'll send him a signal.
That
Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Ooh. Order! Well, Mr. Butz.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I didn't see her.
Ooh.
well, I guess I got his voice pretty accurate. That was fucking.
Objection!
It was
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Ooh, la, 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 la. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand.
Did he saw it?
Frank Sahwitness.
God damn it.
Mr. Sahwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
Oh yes, newspapers. Yes.
Mr. Sahwit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony.
Boy,
I was going door to door.
stop giving everyone a Brooklyn accent.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing
That's
an
not the
apartment.
voice you just gave him.
Listen, I'm trying to give
selling
variety.
subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment like that.
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead.
He's trying to be dramatic.
I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Oh boy. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones don't function normally. Well, properly will also work. The phone that Mr. Sahwit used was one of those. Mr. Sahwit saw it on the corner. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Let's see. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the date of the crime, so that matches up with the 1 p.m. site.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave?
Lies. What? He was lying?
Oh my god. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Jesus Christ. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Like a dog when he pooped on the carpet.
Even though that doesn't work.
Okay.
Open the court record with tab.
Right bumper.
Then point out contradictions in the testimony.
You're contradicting yourself, Mia. Number one, where's the tab button in real life, huh? Is it my badge? Okay. Anyways.
It's your dick.
That's how to get you thrown out of court.
Yes,
All right.
it is.
So the cross-examination. Let me try and look at now. I want to. Can I do it in? No, I can't cross-examine yet. So he was selling door to door. So when we saw a man fleeing an apartment. Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him.
Door half open.
And the stranger looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable. That's the thing. He was unable to go inside, but he went inside and tried to use the phone.
Yeah.
So
He wouldn't know the phone in her apartment wasn't working if
now,
he hadn't gone inside.
So let me press this. I think that might be a key. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment. Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay. What happened next? All right. So, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. That's what I want to press. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes. I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? I can explain.
My
that.
arms can stretch.
There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working correctly, correct? What happened next?
Went to New York Park, found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. I guess the only thing I can do is possibly present that there was a blackout, so he couldn't have known the time. That's what I'm gonna. So I'm gonna press that quick, and then I'm gonna try and present.
Yeah.
1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident.
1 o'clock p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him.
I remember the time exactly I'm gonna present with you. Where is it at? Where is it at? Boom!
Yep.
Objection! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
Huh! How exactly are the evidence in that statement just now related?
They aren't, are they? Wait, what?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
Okay.
You didn't read, for one thing. You just picked something.
I don't think that one won me any points with the judge. Well, I
You
don't fuck that
didn't
one up.
read.
But
What did you click on?
I'm on the. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. That's the
No,
part that
but
you.
what piece of evidence did you use?
I used the blackout report.
But it's like electricity in Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6, so it matches up with his story.
Wait. Oh, there's the contradiction right there. The time of death was 4 to 5.
And he was there at 1.
Now the music cut out. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. You found the body at 1 p.m. Sure about that, dog? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death is sometime after 4 p.m.
Ooh.
There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
He's sweating now.
Oh, that. Oh,
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
No, that's bullshit. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 o'clock p.m.?
Gee, that's really a good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Easy peasy. Not that I fucked that up on the first time.
Yeah.
Wait. I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Of course. Phase 2, the time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. There was no power!
Blackout!
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
No, the TV couldn't have been on if there was a blackout.
You go get your ass beat back.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
You goddamn right I will.
Right. You know what to do.
You goddamn right I do. I've got this one. In the Billy Bing bag. The time of discovery.
Now you pick the blackout
Yes.
thing.
I'll first give him a
yeah,
little press. Wait, I gotta go to the right spot. This.
Like
Press
on
a
a
little bit.
television.
Hold it.
Yeah.
You sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess not. It might have been a radio.
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy.
Oh, you're goddamn right.
Something about hearing the television.
The witness has testified. He heard the time.
There was a voice saying, it was probably coming from television. Hey, yo, dog. How's that TV on at
Yeah.
4 o'clock? When there was a blackout.
Yeah.
And the music's gone again.
Yeah.
Hold it right there.
The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the
Wow,
discovery.
this guy's a real dumbass, isn't he?
And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well,
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahwit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sahwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning, you lying son of a bitch. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
I see.
Sorry. Spaced out for a second because you look so strange twiggling like that. That and you seem rather distraught.
I don't know if he's distraught or if he's just like a Japanese schoolgirl that saw senpai across the street. Okay.
I think you're wearing a toupee.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sahwit. Since I'm such a gullible idiot, let's hear your testimony once more, please.
You're right. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Except the table clock wasn't the murder weapon. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
The weapon was a statue, not a table clock.
Yeah. Hearing the time. So, So, I'm not sure which one will have me actually present it to, but a table clock. Was there a clock at the scene?
This is the first time I've heard of it.
Okay, they didn't tell me to press that, so
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and press this a little bit, because it would be one of these two that I imagine I would press.
Yeah.
And Mia will guide me. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a
Nope.
weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. And it is the fact that the murder weapon
It was a statue.
is a statue. Present it.
Yep.
Wait just a moment.
So dramatic.
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
I'm a lawyer.
Just answer the question, Mr. Sahwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes, because he said he saw the time.
Well, it's not that. It's the fact that to tell the time, you have to tilt the head and it tells the time. So he would have had to have touched it, which means he would have had to have been in the apartment.
The apartment. Yep.
So I do have a fucking problem with this judge. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Ooh. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sahwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind.
That's kind of
That's
dark.
why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the victim's face.
Witness's face. The victim's dead.
Sorry.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never.
Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw.
What the fuck?
Ow. My face is like,
Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn. Give him death.
That's the sound of a guilty person. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor.
you claim the sound witness. Whoa, the sound witness. He's not sound at all. Look at him. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sahwit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Just try sounding the clock, maybe?
I don't know. I want to say maybe the clock's batteries, because if he heard her at one, if he heard the 1 o'clock, which is why it was burned into his head, it was off by 3 or 4 hours. So maybe it's because the battery was down. Let me check the court records quick. That isn't going to pertain to the case. Because time of death was 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
The thinker, it's rather heavy. It's now a statue. Victim arrived from Paris.
She was in Paris. Does that mean there was a time difference?
Actually, that's probably even more the case.
The time difference. That's
Yeah.
why it said one. She didn't change it yet.
So, I'll do try sounding the clock. I think that's the best case. Oh no, I still hear the music.
Uh-oh.
At least I still have some bars left, apparently.
Yeah.
Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Oh. I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think we're on it, actually. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all. That's you?
Oh, so we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is right now?
Aha! The time difference.
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sahwit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sahwit, try to talk your way out of this one.
For real.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Oh, but oh wait, he's right. How am I going to prove that? But I can.
Yep.
Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright?
I'm having a conflict of emotion. Shut up. I'm bipolar right
It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Would you like a glass of water? Jesus.
now. Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict a witness.
Indict.
Indict. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sahwit.
No, I can do this. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
No!
Wait, did I actually... Oh!
Not so fast, Mr. Sahwit.
Mia? I mean, Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. I feel like the microphones had to have picked that up.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right?
I like that then, right?
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes, I can. I've been ahead of myself for 5 minutes.
Aren't I the one that called this, though? Because you're like, oh yeah, that's right.
And maybe I can't remember. Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Yeah, goddamn right I have. There's a piece of evidence in the court records that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Oh, we will.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Yo, dog, look at this passport here real quick.
Yep.
Ah, bam!
Take that.
Why is the music still going?
Because it's dramatic.
Oh, okay, usually it stops. I'm like, the key is when it stops usually. The victim had just turned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sahwit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, shit!
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. And we've killed him.
He has rabies.
We're on trial for murder now. We just killed the man.
Order, I say. Quick, someone put him down. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty.
Heck yeah! Confetti in the court. Where the fuck's this coming from?
You just screamed in my ear.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Is no one concerned why there's confetti in the courtroom? Who brought the fucking confetti cannon? That shit's... How'd they get through security? What the fuck?
Don't apply logic to games. It's game logic.
Oh, man. It turns out that Frank Sahwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day.
Oh, I guess he just must have panicked that she was there and
Because
hid him.
Larry left the fucking door open because he's an idiot. When Larry went to the victim's apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sahwit let himself in to do his dirty work.
Oh, yeah.
While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sahwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
Probably to knock her out, but then he hit too hard.
Probably.
And he panicked.
August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Once we finish this case, I'll go and end this part because it's only been almost 40 minutes.
Jeez.
Oh, I still can't believe we won.
Right? Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
For real.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
You're supposed to be
happy. What's wrong now? I've got dyslexia. What's wrong with you?
Oh, Nick.
Are you Gula?
Don't worry about...
About me? I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad.
Bad, Larry.
Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
He blacked out.
But my Sydney, when he's gone, man, gone forever.
That is a good point. She is dead.
Larry, she was never mind. I just shouldn't remind you that she was kind of many people have also, but never mind about that, Larry.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. You know, the murder weapon of the thing that killed my girlfriend. You know, it's fine.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this?
How can an idiot like that make this?
Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento and hope I don't get murdered with it.
Yo, Nick!
Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I haven't heard that in a long time. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Oh, yeah, right.
That's my last name.
What the heck is she talking about? Wait. She took a clock with her.
Yeah. Take it. Hey-ya!
Check this out, Larry.
Just throw it at his
Proof
face.
positive you weren't just some chump with her. Oh, God, now he's murdered on the floor of the courtroom.
Oh, no. Full circle.
Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
And then she got killed with it.
Oh, whatever. She probably just needed the clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Just think she probably paid $25 because it went over the weight limit in the suitcase.
You. Yeah, it sucks.
Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Ay, ay, ay. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen. Learn. Grow strong.
Get them gains.
Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
Never let go of them weights.
Okay.
Get that bread. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
God damn it. Yeah.
No such thing. Oh, speaking of Harry.
It's Larry Butz, not Harry Butz. Stop making fun of this poor man.
You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah. Part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said,
Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends.
but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia.
Oh yeah, money. Oops.
I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
Uh-oh.
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be around promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Oh no.
The end.
Is she really gonna get killed with the clock? That would suck.
And a brand new episode has been added.
Oh my god.
And we gonna touch on this.
Remember that guy?
Yes, you can! I know the voice that I have to do for him now. I have to try to remember how to do that damn voice because it was a weird mixture of Japanese and English. But if you haven't seen the anime,
Oh my god.
go ahead and watch it. And whenever you see the guy in the center with the purple hair, you'll
pink
understand
suit.
how fucking weird this is gonna be.
Yes.
Anyways, don't worry, the parts aren't gonna be this long from here on out. They'll still probably be about a half an hour, but not 46 minutes.
Oh
So
my gosh.
let's get ready to do more of this soon.
Oh boy, let's do it.
This is gonna be good. This next one's gonna take about 3 hours, so let's see how this goes.
Excuse me, what?
It's gonna be good.
Good lord.
All right, see you next time, peeps.
Bye.